something about this guy. If Shatta Wale buys something for you, you shouldn't be happy about it.
Oh.
Don't even bother glorifying it.
Why? So
this morning, during the interview, the issue of the car came up, and then Shatta Wale just dropped the bombshell. He asked Joint 77 to return the car.
What?
Yes. He asked the guy to return the car. And that's the message people have for him. Who does that? Meg, I try and say, when you buy me something, when you buy me the plots of lands and the houses, the dust settles, are you going to tell me to return those to you?
Of course, no.
No. Who does that? So the message, before I delve into it, I think we have a tape recording of that interview, that soundbite. So let's listen, and I'll come back to that.
No, now way I don't go disrespect you, bro. You know the way me, and they love you, and they respect you. So I don't go. Oh, bro. Oh, okay. No problem.
Charlie. You see the car there? I'm going to make the calculator right now.
Oh, bro.
Right now.
No problem, bro.
Right. You see, make go start. You tell me,
why they do
that?
Bro, you just tell me, say, make I left. You just tell me, say, make I left, make I go. But I don't have mine. I don't have mine, so I will leave you. I don't have mine. Listen, I don't have. If I have mine, so I will leave you, bro. Make God punish me. If I have mine, so I will leave your body. Make God punish me. Make God not make I go on.
Well, so you heard that. It was a heated one this morning in the studios of Hits FM. And you know the shocker. After all this was said and done, can you believe that the very moment Joint 77 left the studios to go to his car, there were some members from some security operatives from the police force waiting to take the car from him. That's how serious the thing got to. It escalated into something else.
Just as he said over the phone.
By the time Joint 77 got to the car park to get in his car and move away, he met some policemen waiting to take the car from him. Now, we have the video on Facebook, so if you are listening to us now, you can actually log on to Hits FM, Hits 103.9 FM's Facebook page, and check out the video and see yourself. He sent policemen to actually come for the car.
No, so what? So
and that's the problem.
So
that's a problem.
What did the talk be say during the interview? Shatta Wale said, he was going to send for the car, to be taken away from Joint 77.
He actually did it. He matched his words with actions, and he sent for it. Now that's the question. People are saying there's only one word to describe Shatta Wale: hypocrite. Shatta Wale is a hypocrite in the sense that, Meg, who does that? Who does that? The question on many people's lips. Many people have done stuff for Shatta Wale, but how many of them? And I believe he has fallen out of with many relationships. But how many people come back and tell him, look, I'm demanding for whatever I invested in you?
The video is live on Facebook, so go on Facebook right now, check it out. It's live, and you can also share so your friends get to see what is happening.
So if you need a chronology of events, he bought a car for his cousin Blade. He took it from him. He bought a car for Julio. He took it from him. The same thing, he's done it to Joint 77. So what is Shatta Wale trying to tell us? Chesa, what they want to mean, Papa, what's all this? Yes, Shatta Wale, too much of the hypocrisy. You are a hypocrite, and it's just not right. You don't do that. If you did that in goodwill, with all the benevolence you can think of, and you go out there bragging, I did this for this, I've been buying cars for fans. What's the essence when you buy something for somebody and you take it when you people fall out? Where is the goodwill in that? That's the question people are asking. I don't know. If you're a Shatta movement fan, you can take a piss at me. I can't be bothered. I'm just a messenger. You can't shoot a messenger. Right. If you have any comments, any submissions,
hold your fire, Samini. Right. So, in case you just tuned into Hits 103.9 FM, earlier today there was an interview with Joint 77. Shatta Wale came over the phone. Something happened at the forecourt of the multimedia building, which we have put live on Facebook. Hits 103.9 FM. So go there and check out about the images.
Yes. So you see the whole issue, how it turned out with the police and Joint 77 as they wanted to take the car from him. Now, if you have any message for Shatta Wale, you can send it to him and we will read it for you. And it will definitely get to him, that I know, via the WhatsApp number 0267 300327. You can also drop your messages under the live stream link on Facebook. The page is Hits 103.9 FM. Now, let's move on. Yesterday, Accra FM was trending.
Samini, before we move to that, we've received a couple of messages saying that they missed, the first sound bites that we played.
Okay, so we need to play it back.
let's get back into that.
You know me now way I don't go disrespect you, bro. You know the way me I love you and they respect you. So I don't go. Oh, okay. No problem.
Charlie. You see the car there? I'm going to make the car right now.
Oh, bro.
Right now.
No problem, bro.
Right. You see, make go start. You tell me say, you love me.
Why they do
love me say like go
bro, you just tell me say make I left. You just tell me say make I left, make I go. But I don't have mine. I don't have mine, so I will leave you. I don't have mine. Listen, I don't have. If I have mine, so I will leave you, bro. Make God punish me. If I have mine, so I will leave your body. Make God punish me. Make God not make I go on.
Well, so if you missed out, we just gave you a playback of that audio, whatever transpired in the studio earlier today. And the question remains, Shatta Wale, who are you? Even God doesn't do this to his followers. Who are you? People have bought mansions and whatever for people. They even it ended in tears. It ended up with broken hearts. They didn't even demand their mansions back. You are too hypocritical. Yeah, bro. That's the message. If you have any advice for Shatta Wale, the number to text to is 0267 300327. The number again is 0267 300327. Meg, can we move on now?
Yeah.
Definitely. So yesterday in the news, Accra FM was trending, Nana Romeo was trending, Wendy Shea was also trending. So if you don't know what happened, well, Wendy Shea had an interview and Nana Romeo was the host of that interview.
Right. Before we again, sorry to cut you, before we get into that, make sure you're sending your message to our WhatsApp line. That's 0267 300 327. Anything you have to say about the interview, Shatta Wale, his actions and all of that, it's welcome.
Can I go on now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pressure when they come, that'll be why they break this down. Pressure there.
So, yeah. And I perfectly understand. I mean, I got you any day, anytime, you know? Yeah. So, if you missed out on the happenings of yesterday, during an interview at Accra FM between Nana Romeo and then Wendy Shea, he asked a question regarding the relationship going on between Wendy Shea and Bullet. And Wendy Shea didn't take that question in good faith, and she walked out on the presenter. I mean, she just quit the interview and walked out. Now, that's the problem. This presenter in particular, Nana Romeo, if you don't know him, he's the same presenter who had an issue with Kiddy some time past.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. I mean, he was complaining about how late Kiddy was, and he went ahead to lambast him proper on air. And I mean, many were the opinions and whatever that came up. People were divided. Some said, no, the presenter did well by bashing Kiddy. Others said, no, he shouldn't have done that on air. Producer should have handled that and what's not. So many issues. Even the media space was a bit divided. But many were those who were like, oh, no, it's right. People need to show up early for interviews and all that. But then there's the question. You do it once. We support you. It doesn't mean that go ahead and misbehave. The fact that we supported your folly once, it doesn't give you the right to go ahead and misbehave. Now, before we delve into that proper, we have a sound bite from that interview. So if you missed out, please and please again, listen to what transpired.
Yeah, rumor say only bullet war. Assemble minimum. And then me pese uchire mu yi pa na yehu no kra wom sabiu oyo ba yenim o boyfriend bia say when she boyfriend ni na on say obey celebrity a on share ni o personal life biom I say nipa ni di wachi de wo ye bia nipa ehwe aden na one bullet hihye ho na yebusa na u deny say only bullet any ho.
Actually me interview no me ba ha say e ba be promoting a new song Mamba say about relationship and
anything me born no. And I make sure say the first say what has say be interview in say question I open kwani be busa.
But I was say a question I didn't print to ebe brand no na yetimi e de Ghana nyom across the world. Na be say questions now be some me who say betimi the Ghana across baby and then I person try nkwala nkoto amutie and say uno manager bibi ansa na wodru hanu say. Like what is this interview about? And also who invited me by herself baby some me bullet.
Wendy they say I don't know obe person me evidence actually one.
Like honestly interview women say
me busa on say who deny
the person be some manager say or the member her because say or baby your baba hear me counseling and I say your baba investigate about me bullet.
But me busa simple question. Evidence am wo no. Obe say the 2 abonti no bi ehun say asema me kan nye bosiri mu kan me wo de me gina so a me ka say oni bullet bibi koso muntem.
When in BB say na interview ne be dey any me patch up and you see a trust because me ba ha me ba be promote me nyom you know na ma shen microphone kran because I'm 2 years in the game and obi anim say when the shame my bread and think microphone person mutie me inspiring story no mutimi de bo bra my ba me releasing nyom kama like I don't know why you keep on asking me the same questions though like I don't know.
Okay, do you want me to bring out the proof that I have?
Me patroni se na interview ni be dey me slow
should I bring the proof that I have for you? If I have so that you know say any trouble.
Me patroni for no function but I know trust me if you keep asking
Wendy, should I bring the proof that I have?
What is some the same young next question that you keep on asking me the same question that then I'll pay for it.
Should I bring the proof that I have?
I'm very sorry.
Mac, can we go?
Anyway,
okay, so there you have it. If you actually want to see things for yourself, you can go onto our Facebook page, Hit 103.9 FM. We have uploaded a video of the Wendy Shay and Nana Romeo encounter there. You can go and see things for yourself. Now, this is the problem. Everybody's asking, Nana Romeo, who made you a judge? If you think you have evidence, what happened to the Supreme Court of Justice? If you have evidence, what happened to the Supreme Court? The questions people are asking are many. And I think this to all presented. Listen, if you think you can probe better, move, pack your things from the console and move to the police headquarters or the FBI or the CID. Move there. You will have better. You'll be of better use there, not behind the console. Probing for what? People are saying, listen, whatever a woman chooses to do with her, whatever is nobody's business. Whatever a woman chooses to do, should I even say? Because I can feel free to talk. Okay, it's nobody's business.
Let's manage. Yeah.
Very well. It's nobody's business, and it is in nobody's place to judge somebody. Everybody is working. You ask the question, the person tells you that move on.
A number of times.
Move on. Move on. It's commonsensical that you move on.
So are you trying to say Nana Romeo did not apply common sense in this situation?
Gizo, we are saying, sir, it's what? It's commonsensical that you move on. You don't probe further. And how, as somebody, how is that going to affect the price of kinky? How? How's that going to affect the price of beans in this country? Well, so you see, who watches the watchman? Now there's the question. Who probes the prober? Nana Romeo went all about trying to get to know what Wendy Shay does with her privacy and her private matters and all that. Now, later yesterday, someone also came. I think it was, what station was that? Yeah, on Kingdom FM.
Yesterday,
right. Last night. There was a show. I don't know what show that was. But then there's this lady. Isn't her name Kia Fabregas? Yes. She also one
football?
Soccer, football.
Right.
I mean, she's also she's also in the industry as a pundit, presenter, and all that. Right. So apparently, she claims, it is alleged It's alleged that apparently Nana Romeo had made moves in the industry trying to hit at her. Nana Romeo has been trying to smash Fabregas. And guess what?
Score.
Guess what? Yes, trying to score a goal through Fabregas.
Fabregas.
Yeah.
Fabregas.
You know what?
Fabregas.
And it's a goal. Nana Romeo has been trying fervently to smash. And the girl was like, you know said that correct. You know said that correct. As you did there, you did the gallivants for this country. They market yourself well. You they want people smash. You will go on interrogate another person smash.
About smashing.
Who you be?
Smash Nation.
Do we have an audio to that? Yeah, we have a voice record. So I want you to listen, and then we'll come back to it. And there's a video on Facebook, that same encounter. We have it on Facebook. You can log on to our Facebook pages. Hit 103.9 FM. Watch the video for yourself. If you can't go on Facebook now, listen to the audio. Make it. We can go.
Video and I be like no son and card we are and what's the benefit then and can ever industry.
Now, interview, your formula for interview, say, I think about your drafting section that you'll be buying no fun of.
But who passion was say when they say me baby saw some no and I mention evidence and to me tell us some evidence ni we are and no dear what's the impact and I share the baby industry. Okay, I'm fine. Nana Romeo, Mammy Fia Junction, met Jina home frames and Fabregas, meet me da. Ye bida. Who made Jina Panta Junction frames and Fabregas, meet me up da. Ye bida. But the same, I don't know, you said so interview. Now, me Fabregas go catch a presenter say, all use that against you. You think that me invading into privacy?
Fabregas. When I'm Panta
Junction, what shall that you contact for a fear papa be home? Actually, who intention about me, and son I will drive it to Pantine. So if I tell people to interview you, Casa
Fabregas, young couple,
I didn't come out to meet you because I know your intention. So I'm saying I fear papa be the card in common. So when you send what the card you come and send over. Yeah, I don't have issue with you proposing to me about your bema. But the me busa when they say, so what is a mema koja baby say? Nana Romeo crown or by Patisi ha. Uber cut it. Messa be dealing with you back. Next time, who said we should not bully women in this industry. And next time I want you about Libya, I know about with a shower, and when the shade is sleeping with bullets, doing this. If we come out with your evidence, they will sack you from your workplace.
Yeah. Fire.
Meg.
Fire day inside.
If you provoke me, I will come and do your back. Give me beats. Give me yo back. Media interview you.
Charlie, hey, yo, get on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Go check it out.
If you missed out on the sound we played right now, you can log on to our Facebook pages, Heads 103.9 FM, and check out the video for yourself. Don't forget to send your messages via 0267 300 327. Now, this is the question. I said then you come to where Pantine Junction and say what? Meet me there. Now the question of the day, meet me there for what? Meet me there for what?
For the meeting.
And this lady alleges that what? The guy had made his intentions known via other industry people. That the lady was smashable. And he wanted to smash. And but me the question is, you claim there's no formula for interview. We understand. Fine. According to Nana Romeo, no formula for interview. Why do you hang up the phone? You're equally being interviewed.
Yeah.
What is the interview?
So what's the difference between what he did and when the shade...
And then you hung up the phone. What's the... yes.
He walked out.
You equally work out via technology. Technological workout.
Technical workout.
You work out technological... how? How?
Hey,
because it's a bigger insult when you hang up. in this case, he disrespected the listeners of the station. He disrespected the station. He disrespected the host. He hung up on everybody, which is super rude. If you want to be a judge in people's issues, then be ready for the consequences. Nobody asked you to be a judge in this case. And listen, here's that thing about, is there a formula for interview? If you didn't attend journalism school, fine. There are ethics to every profession. There are ethics. You don't overdo things. If you learned on the job, or if you were gifted and you have the opportunity to sit behind a console and a microphone, you behave. It's that simple. It is that simple. I don't know what you have to say about this. This goes out to you doing the listening, but you can send us a message via the WhatsApp number 0267 300327. And if you miss out on the details, you can also
Mike 2 is in the building.
Hey, Mike 2 has something to say.
Mike 2 is in the building.
You can sit here. Mike, join us. Yeah.
Are you here to talk about Shatta Wale or Nana Romeo?
Not Shatta Wale.
Okay.
Back to who? Back the interview.
The interview, and I heard him say there's no formula for interview, which is wrong.
Yeah.
When you want to interview somebody, appropriately, and ethically, you have to send questionnaire to the person.
Exactly.
For the person to approve all the questions or otherwise. And when you come to the show, or the person comes to you to interview him or her, any question that is deviated from what you sent, the person can tell you that, no, this is not what you sent to me. And by doing so, it tells the public how incompetent you are on your seat.
Yeah.
And we have what do you call it? The formula he was talking about, that we don't have a formula. One of the formulas is to write to the person.
Yes.
You have to be nice with your interviewee so that the person feels comfortable doing the interview. And if you are very smart, whatever the person doesn't want you to ask, you can go another way to come back the same lane that the person might not see.
You realize it's true.
Yes.
Right.
So when
that's
they say,
if you are smart.
If you are smart.
No, it's even a skill.
Yes. If we have interview skills, we have them. We have what is called interview skills.
Absolutely.
Right. We have them. So if you don't have those skills, you can't interview somebody in that score. And look, when the show was a bit smarter to disgrace our own Nana Romeo, and I think it's about time we told him one of these things so that he also back up his games.
Right.
Because he's done the first one, and some of us,
he got away with it.
Yes, and for me, I wasn't in total support with what he did to Kiddy, but it went out to die. And this one also came. And the lady told you that this is not the reason I came here. Mm-hmm. And you're still pushing the lady or the person. And fine, and if the lady had even dared him to prove, he wouldn't have gotten anything to prove.
Seriously.
Because hardly for you to see somebody sleeping with somebody.
A sex tape or what?
A sex tape or what? So, let us tell Nana Romeo our own. Some of us, we don't want to be hypocrite. What he has been doing is very wrong and unethical, unprofessional.
Okay. I wanted to ask that question. Was it ethical?
It wasn't.
Even though...
So it's against the rules of the trade.
Yes.
And one of the ethics in journalism is that you shouldn't intrude into somebody's privacy. And he was rather trying to get into the person's privacy, which is not allowed. But if you are very smart enough as interviewer, you can chip
still
in,
get it out of the person
when
creatively.
Creatively massaging the person, and you get what you want. And you get what you want. So I think Nana Romeo should come out to apologize, so that some of us, it will not tarnish the image of the personality in the industry. No, because it is becoming very, very uncomfortable.
Well, there's a message for Nana Romeo. Now, the Kwahu Youth Association have a message for him. You know, Kiddy happens to be a Kwahu.
That's right, for that one.
He's a Kwahu native.
when the show also came there, and they are warning him.
Don't worry.
And the last paragraph of the press release says, what the CKY, that is Co Youth, the concerned Co Youth
Association,
seek to achieve is to see Nana Romeo come out to render unqualified apology to the due or sanctioned by the management of Accra FM, since his actions have become more mischievous and a calculated attempt to tarnish artists' image, particularly our own Kidi and Wendy Shea, who all hail from Kwa. And they also urging all artists to boycott Accra FM, any of their shows, until he comes out to render apology.
Very well. So in summary, what they are saying is
signed by Nana Sefa, the convener.
What they are saying is quarter by next year April, dear Nana Romeo, you will see Ko. But as for your leg, dear, you never go step there. So apologize now and go free. And now listen, if you have any other contributions, the message number is 0267300327. Our final story yesterday, everywhere, Twitter was on fire, Instagram was on fire. It was all about D. Wills, son of Duncan Williams. And he was on an abhorrent trend on Twitter, exposing all the obscenities and whatever. Now, I mean, the man of God has a statement has been released from the man of God's end, and I mean, he's talked about how the son has a condition; it has to do more mentally and all that. So that's just a message. We are not even going to delve into this issue proper. That's just a message. Listen, Obiabanyo, Obiabanye. Don't see it as a downfall. You all attest the fact that what that guy needs now is prayers and not condemnation and ridicule. So please, Obiabanya, enough. And you're not trendy. If you've shared the stories enough, the obscenities are too much. Let's just move on. If you have any Wendy Shea, Nana Romeo, the Kwewu Association, Fabregas, who else? The Wills, Dan Quills, whichever one. If you have any message, 0267300327. Noella has taken the seat, and she's going to do us the honors.
And of course, I will do you the honor. And Tolea, let's get straight into it. And Junior from Adenta says, "Hello, Turn Up General and Saminiwa. Shatta the Indian giver." Where from that?
How do Indians give?
What is that?
If I give today, I will take back tomorrow. With Romeo, that was an unprofessional question. How can you be asking such leading questions as if she was being cross-examined? Ghana's media under disrepute. The least said, the better. And that's Junior from Adenta. Good afternoon, Mekwikwe and the crew. Please understand Shatta Wale's pain. Joined 77, was ungrateful to Shatta Wale. And that's why he did that. And for that presenter too, which kind of life be that? Why he did love the girl. And that's Abdul Fattah inside Community 12. And he says, good news, Ataya Biz. Good evening, you say waiting listeners. I think Shatta Wale is an emotional guy, and any little thing hurts him. What he did to join 77 was wrong, and Nana Romeo's interviews with Wendy Shea was unprofessional. And Dusty will never do such a thing. How can you ask about relationship stuff when the interviewee is not interested? It was good for Wendy to leave. I think that Nana Romeo should be sacked from Accra FM because of his ways, and that's Jude from Teshi. How can Shatta Wale act that way? We wrong you. We wrong our own parents each and every day, but they forgive us. What if you were the person who wronged them? Would you have come out to say it? To forgive is divine. Kwejo Jr. on Twitter says, Nana Romeo should contact Andy Dusty, Mekwikwe, Don Shega, and the Hits FM crew for lectures on how to interview an artist. Accra FM is not Net 2. No need for unnecessary allegations waiting waiting for you say waiting anyway. That's very petty. Good evening, my people. Saminiwa is a don. I really love your delivery. Shatta Wale, in his life, don't dash people things. According to my experience, he will do everything to bring a misunderstanding between him and you whenever he needs what he dashed to you back. For Nana Romeo, he's dumb, and for that matter, he asks dumb questions. Kojo Jr. from Hacho sent that one, and he says, "This Alidu boy be hypocrite, pa. What kind of childish thing be that? In fact, I really loved Joint 77 for showing some signs of gratefulness, but for Shatta, he be bump, pa. And that's Dino from Prom. And I must say, I love his 4:30 song. I think it's quite a party.
Jam, eh?
Yeah, it's a jam. It's quite
nice.
a party jam. I hope he wrote it himself.
Hey.
I'm just saying that because of what Shatta said.
He said he wrote his verse in the Taking Over track. What shows that he can't write this?
But Shatta disputes
But
it.
Master, even the greats don't write the song. That thing can never be a punch. I always say it.
Anyway, this one says, this Godwin Trigger from Amrahia says, this time when Shay is so right, she has actually proven to all of us that after 2 years in the Ghana music industry, she can now deduce between a good question and a dumb question. As for Nana Romeo, he would now understand why the same people who were hailing our Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth were the same people who were shouting, "Crucify him." These issues, I'm certain, would be an eye-opener for him. Good evening, Macri and the whole caboodle. Shatta do yawa today. Someone that said for life is for life. Nana Romeo to Shatta say make he come interview him. And that's Dukuzi from Clement inside Shahil. I saw that video. Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it. You know what Kiddies when he was like, even if Stoneboy or Shatta Wale comes here, I'm going to do the same. He was like, Master, come try and see.
Go show you some. Go show you. What does this do for them?
No. We're going to show you streets.
Yeah, Dokuzi. Big up yourself.
Anyway, so this one also says, good evening, Hits FM members. I'm King Dave from Spintex. Please check Shatta Wale's IG page. He said the guy helped him for 16 years. So if you buy a car for someone, I don't understand why he came out to say he will take the car back. Danny Boy from Greater Estate says, Nana Romeo pa. In fact, he was asking useless and baseless questions, but he hanged up on his on his turn. Good day, lovely fam. One Sir Calf says, Nana Romeo doesn't know his job. A person reserves the right whether or not to answer a question. Reserves, I don't understand the reserves here.
Yeah, reserves. Yeah.
It says a person reserves the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get the message now. A person reserves the right whether or not to answer a question. When one pleads the Fifth Amendment, you respect it. Did he even attend journalism school? A shower. And one Sirkov looks like someone who's really, what I mean, the message from his messages.
Okay.
I think he's someone who's quite, he knows the stuff. Tell Shatta Wale that Namwan will soon come for his house and the swimming pool. And that's Joe Legend from Nunga.
If he was supposed to take that back from you, what would you do?
But was he the one? But was Namwan the one who really gave him the house?
Well, we all know here in this Ghana.
Well.
Yeah, the ship house. It's not the ship house.
Probably that one is a real for life.
Yeah, first it was only he could go as far as the swimming pool area. Now everything is for lease. There's no more for life.
Did you listen to Maggie? He said, "Baby, that's real for life." Colton Brown from Hatcher says, "Nana no force cry. He should learn how to ask questions very well. He has disgraced himself." Pa. And that's it for the first batch of messages. We're far behind time, but I'll just do a few of your messages, 1 or 2 or 3 of them, and then we'll say bye-bye. Hits FM, please. That Nana Romeo is unprofessional. What kind of question did he keep asking the singer like that? Like the singer is some bush girl. That's Kofa. Good evening, Mercury and Saminiwa. Shatta Wale is nothing but a first-class braggart and a hypocrite. You dash a car to your signee and made a huge U-turn to take it back because there are issues within the camp. This is not the first time this is not the first time this is happening. So no in live good day. Local champion indeed. # cruise control, and that's from Yapreko in Apija. Hello, I'm Prince Toronto from Tema Community 4. See, we the SM fans, we don't pre-man things, okay? 77 is a ghost. He's a dead militant. For Wendy thinking the presenter is not well educated, my advice to all artists is that they should try and investigate the presenter's educational background before they go for an interview. Thank you too, Prince Toronto. Stephen from Accra says it's not in the capacity of the presenter to teach Wale what is right or wrong. Shatta is an adult and decides what he does with things he's given to people. She should also stop acting all holy. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Wendy? I hope so. This one also says, Stratus actually from Shy Hill says, Shatta Wale is a bully. He did not allow the guy to even speak for himself. He kept shouting at him, Wale is fake. Leg it. It was funny listening to him this one. I mean, both of them was emotional and funny at the same time. But Wale no try cry, he's my guy. But this one, the low line, and that's Kennedy from Medina. Good day, Saminiwa and your crew. This is Harzado from Tema. Shatta Wale do all. What everyone should do is receipt. That's all. And that's it for the messages, actually. Thank you so much for sending in your messages, Mercury.
Thank you very much, Yale, for that. A big thank you to our sponsors.
Big shouts to Big Boss Energy Drink.
That's right.
Franco Traded Enterprise and Awake. Refreshing us all the way through, yeah? If you need water, you know what to do.